Okay, I thought I'd do a little video. Let's bring this up here. This is a King Cobra narrow style lock, and this is how I actually get it. I buy packages of 3, and they actually tape it together, and it has a pretty cool box. I wish they wouldn't tape them together, because I could just stack them in the shop and have them on display. So this is the King Cobra series. It's made by Schlage, and it's a commercial lock. They make the narrow style for the aluminum frame doors with Adams right, and then they make the traditional style, which would go on a regular 2 1/8 cylindrical hole. The King Cobra narrow style comes in three styles. It'll come with a lever handle, a little thumb turn, and a little, I don't know what they call that, and then it'll come in the stainless steel or the oil rub. They call it oil rub bronze, so it'll come in either one of those finishes. They do come with an Everest cylinder, and then they come with an I button. So basically what you get, you open it up, and the first thing you get is, if you see this template, I think all locks should come with this template. This template's awesome. So basically it's a see-through template, if you see that, and it's sticky, but not super sticky. It doesn't like stay on the door, it's just a little bit sticky. So you would stick this right to your aluminum frame commercial door, and you use this to center your hole. And then on the sides here, there's lines for your back sets for 1 1/8, 31 or 32 30, 31 32, and then your 1.5 inches, I think, or 1 1/4. But anyways, so all you have to do to mount this is you're gonna stick this template to the door, and there's 3 holes. Here, here, and here. You're going to drill and tap. You'll drill them and then peel this off, and you're going to tap them to 1032, and that's all you're going to do. Those 3 holes. That's going to hold the unit on there. And then it comes with the exterior, and this is also sticky. It's a rubber piece that mounts, that gives it a seal against the door. This is not handed, so you can switch the handing on it. And the way you do that, so this is the unit here itself. It's going to mount to the door. And it's all stainless steel. It's heavy duty. They're stainless steel buttons. They're not rubber buttons. So this is going to set onto here. And see how it's turning that way, so it's left-handed. You want to switch to handing. You flip it over right-handed. And then what you do is in the back, if you look here, there's a little Allen screw. You'll take that Allen screw out, and you move it to this spot, and that's all you got to do to change the handing. So it's super easy. If you see this screw here, there's another Allen screw. If you undo that screw, it allows you to unscrew the cylinder. Let's say you want to put an ASA cylinder in, or a Medco cylinder. It comes with an Everest cylinder, so that's neat because it has a pretty high security cylinder to start with. But as you see, this will actually just put your key in, and you can unscrew it once you loosen that up, and it just uses the Schlage clover cam on the back. So you put an 1 1/8 cylinder with a Schlage clover cam. Down here in the bottom, this is your battery compartment. It takes 4 AA batteries, which gives it a rating of 40,000 entries, with a maximum of 80,000 entries on one set of batteries. And so there's a big range in there, and the reason why they tell you 40,000, it's really rated, UL rated for 80,000, but you got factors in like time, the amount of the battery, length of the batteries are in here, so that's going to drain them a little bit, and then the weather, so the temperature drain them. So they take that 80,000 number and they cut it in half. So they say it's good with the batteries for 40,000 entries. Okay. Really, you're going to get more than that, especially if this is on an interior glass door. Exterior glass door, you're going to have temperature change, and you're also going to have the time the batteries are in there. I always recommend going with Duracell. As far as the codes, super easy to change. It's going to come with a factory master code, and what the master code does is it allows it only to change codes. So what you would do to change a code is you're going to press in your, I don't have batteries in it, but we'll just simulate it. You'll press your factory master code, which is 97531, and then you're going to hit star. And then to add a user code, you hit number 3, and then you hit star. and then you hit star one more time. You type in your new user code. It could be 3 to 8 digits. So let's put 3434, and then you'd hit star, and you got to wait in between the star because the red light will come on, then it'll turn off, then you hit star again. So that code's programmed. So if you want to add another code, you just keep typing them. So you type in your next 4-digit code, you hit star, star, and then you type in your next 4-digit code, you hit star, star. And if you want to get out of programming, the last code you enter, you'll hit 3 star, 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 and that takes it out of program mode. Now, what this also has is something called toggle codes. And what a toggle code does, so the user code allows you to enter it, but it's going to relock every time. What a toggle code is going to do is you program it the same way, except you'll hit, instead of 3, you're going to hit 33. A toggle code allows them to unlock the door all day long, and then they have to re-enter their toggle code to lock it. So for a storefront or a door that's going to be used all the time, the toggle code's great. And so this will work with an Adams Wright lock, and it does come with an Adams Wright like night latch. It does come, I'm sure you guys are familiar with that's the piece, but this is designed for this lock. This is the Adams Wright piece that mounts in the cylinder hole for the night latch, and you could change this left or right-handed. So that's neat. It does come with one I button. Now, what the I buttons do, it allows you to, let's say you have a more secure facility, so they don't want just a code, they want something else besides a code. Like, if you have just a code, somebody could call up somebody and say, here's my code, go get my lunch or whatever. If they don't want that, they're required to have an I button and a code. So they put the I button on here, then you'll enter your code, and it allows you to open it. So it does come with one of these. You could buy the I buttons online. They're about 75 cents a piece. This is the door. The way you access the door is if you see this little hole here, when the override key is all the way down in the unlock position, that opens a little door there. I don't know if you can see it. See that little door? And allows you to access the screw that this is going to slide up like that. And it's going to slide under there. It allows you to access the screw to release the door cover to access the batteries. So, but let me tell you, this is just a really clean install to go onto your aluminum frame door. And these have been around for a while. And the reason I'm doing a review is because there is not a review online for them. These came out, I think Schlage introduced these in 2004. So they don't have Bluetooth. They're just like an Iron Duke of the industry. So their maximum possibility is 120 codes. So you can set 120 different codes to it. They're great. I have these on like UPS stores where the people have individual mailboxes. They'll have one door that they could access at any time, and then they could come in, they could have their code or their I button, they could come in, they could do a mailbox, but the owner could also, if they don't pay for their mailbox, they could just by the keypad, they could remove their code. They're a neat standalone unit. You don't have to wire an electric strike or a mag lock on a door that you want a standalone unit for. I have these on, I just installed 2 of them the other day on a business, one for their front door, one for their back door. So the front door is all going to be toggle codes so they could leave it unlocked all the time. And then the back door, which is also a glass door, there's going to be all user codes. But I just thought I'd do a little review on it. I definitely love this. I carry about 4 of them in stock all the time. Just because if you have it, you could sell it. I normally don't carry them on the van, though, just because I don't want to move around in the finish to get messed up. I carry them in the shop, and then normally ahead of time I know that they're going to want this, or I've already done a quote on it, so I'll come back to the shop and get them. But and then it comes with a full instruction book, and like I said, I order these 3 at a time, and they're just a great unit. And I just thought I'd do a review on it. I'm trying to think what else I could tell you about it. Easy install. It goes with Adams Wright night latch on a commercial aluminum door. It holds on you're going to drill and tap the 3 screws. The top screw is permanently in there. And you just go through this hole with a little Allen wrench to tighten that one up. And then the 2 other screws are in the battery compartment down here. And it comes with an Everest. It's a C123 key blank. Oops, C123 key blank. So it's a standard Everest blank that everybody should have. But what it does too is it gives the customer ability to have a little bit higher level security key than what they probably already have without having to get a patented key. And the other thing is they're going to have to come to you because hardware stores don't carry this key. So they're going to have to come to your locksmith shop to get keys cut in the future for their override keys. So you're going to have that customer for that also. But I got these things on pizza places, all kinds of stuff. And it's a sharp looking lock once it mounts up on the door too. Even if you have a Duramatic door, it mounts on there and it really looks nice. They are all stainless steel buttons, so you don't have to worry about them ever wearing out, the plastic or anything. The circuit board, I've had these apart. The circuit boards are covered into, almost looks like a silicone rubber. So even if moisture got into the lock, it would not affect it. But yeah, I thought I'd do a review on it. That's the Schlage King Cobra. And I've been using these for some time, and I just have zero problems with them. So if you want to carry one, now there's some other brands. I think Adams Right makes one. It's a more expensive unit. But yeah, this is just a great unit. And if you want to have one of these, they are an easy sell. I get people all the time that come to me and say, we want to do an access control system on our front door. It's always a commercial glass door. They want to put a keypad, and a lot of times we'll have a picture of something off the internet or something that won't work. And I'll say, well, that won't work, but this will, and I carry them in stock, and we can get it right on.